evening viewers, welcome back to your favorite research network live tips. Let's take a quick update on what happening in derivative segment today. FII net buy in index futures 357 crore and in stock futures net sell of 465 crore as on Monday. FII have formed some long position in index futures while formed short position in stock futures. They were net buyers of 246 crore in cash market segment. The Nifty December futures closed at a premium of 20 points as against the 9 points as on today. On the other hand, January futures closed at a premium of 49 points. The put call open interest increased from 1.41 to 1.42 points. The implied volatility of at-the-money options for December futures increased from 13% to 16.5% and January futures expiry is 17.2%. Rollover for Nifty futures is 29.27%, Mini Nifty futures is 33.42% and market-wide rollover is 36.27%. In last trading session, unwinding has been observed in most of the call and put options of December expiry. However, build-up was observed in 5,900 and 6,000 put options of January series. Stocks which are very good move with a good open interest are Bharti Airtel. Open interest was 19.48% with an increase in price of 0.16%. Wipro open interest was 16.26% with increase in price of 1.21%. McDowell open interest was 18.34% with increase in price of 0.78%. Tata Power open interest was 36.51% with increase in price of 1.79%. Maruti open interest was 19% with increase in price of 0.37%. Other stocks with a good move with a good open interest are Bank of Baroda, India Hotel, Infosys, PNB, Areva, TND. Stocks with a decrease in price and with increase in open interest are ICICI Bank. Open interest was 17.16% with a decrease in price of 0.96%. Syntex open interest was 16.98% with a decrease in price of 0.84%. Ambuja Cement open interest was 8.62% with a decrease in price of 0.8%. IndusInd Bank open interest was 17.19% with a decrease in price of 0.12%. SAIL open interest was 9% with a decrease in price of 0.22%. Other stocks with a good move with a decrease in price are Syndicate Bank, Ashok Leyland, Axis Bank, Patni Patel Engineering and Dr. Reddy's. Thank you viewers, stay with us till we have commodity and currency sessions coming up.
Good evening viewers, welcome back to your favorite research network live tips. We will have a quick update on what is happening in the currency market with Mr. Joy, and later during the session we will discuss the commodities with myself Navneet, and as the US market is set to open in a few hours time. So welcome Mr. Joy.
Thanks, Navneet.
So Joy, how is the US dollar trading during the European trading session?
Well, the dollar actually is fall against the yen on Tuesday, hitting its low in 6.5 weeks, as the single currencies came under board selling pressure within post-Christmas trading. The dollar fell 0.6 paise to 82.27 yen. That's the weakest since November 12, according to the Reuters data.
Okay.
So it's broke below support at the December 7th low at 82.31 yen, having made a drop below its 55-day moving average around 82.59 yen. The dollar depreciated 0.6 paise against the euro at 10:35 AM in London.
Okay. So how is the euro trading against other currencies?
Well, the euro gained on Tuesday, recovering from recent weak levels. The move came in very illiquid market with public holidays in the UK and Australia, causing thin volumes and erratic trade, while concerns about the debt bottom in Fed for Eurozone worries were expected to cap any euro gains. So we are expecting the euro to trade in the same level for the next 1 to 2 weeks time.
Okay. So how is the Swiss franc trading in today's low volume market?
Well, the Swiss franc climbed against all of its 16 major peers, reaching a record against the US currency. The franc appreciated 1.8 USD to 94.35 times against the dollar and rose 0.9% versus the euro. So we have seen an upside movement in the Swiss franc after a long time.
Okay. So finally, Joy, what are the key resistance and support levels to watch out for today's trading?
Well, for today's trade, if you take into account the euro price USD, the current market price is 1.3230 with a strong support at 1.3186 and then 1.3087. The resistance level for the currency is at 1.3246 and then 1.3315. Japanese yen wise USD, the current market price is 82.23 with a strong support at 82.20, that is 50-day moving average, and then 81.85. Resistance for the currency is at 82.67 and then 83.04. GBP vs USD, the current market price is 1.5416 with a strong support at 1.5390. That's the 200-day moving average for the currency, and then 1.5350. Resistance for GBP is a 1.5446 and then 1.5506. Australian dollar by USD, the current market price is 1.0098. The strong support at 1.0055 and then 0.9967. Resistance for Australian dollar is at 1.0106 and when it breaks, the next resistance is at 1.0160. So that's all the major trading levels for the currencies today.
Okay, so thank you, Joy, for your valuable insights.
Thanks.
So viewers, please watch out for the US market trading session. Probably we'll be seeing some volumes picking up during that time. Stay tuned, viewers. We'll be discussing the commodities market after this commercial.
So welcome back, viewers. We will discuss the commodities market with Mr. Navneet. Welcome back, Mr.
Thank you,
Navneet.
sir.
So now, can you throw some lights on the major economic data releases for the day?
Yeah. During the Asian trading session, we had the Japanese unemployment rate, which came in unchanged at 5.1%.
Okay.
We had the Japanese preliminary industrial production data on a month-on-month basis, which increased by 1%. And also we had the retail sales number on a year-on-year basis, which increased by 1.3% as against the expected rise of 0.4%. So mainly that was a very good positive side that is coming in from the Asian markets. And coming to the UK market, it was closed due to the bank holidays, and LME was also closed due to a bank holiday. And coming to the US market, we have the US consumer confidence data, which is expected to come in at 56.2 as against the previous value of 54.1. And we have the US Richmond Manufacturing Index also coming in. That is expected to come in at 11 as against the previous value of 9. So we are expecting some positive data results to come in from US. So that might be acting as a very good resistance level for commodities like gold, silver and all. And probably it will be acting as a supporting factor for copper, base metals like copper, nickel, zinc, etc.
Okay. So do you think that this trend will help the commodities market to go higher?
Yeah, any changes in the expected value and the actual value will be seeing more volatility that is coming to the market, and we can see the volumes also picking up during the US trading session.
Okay. So what are the key supports and resistance levels to look at for common trading sessions? Let's just start with the gold.
Yeah. Gold continued to witness selling interest building up from the key resistance level of $1396 during yesterday's trading session.
Okay.
1380 will be acting as a key support level to watch out for during today's intraday trading. A successful breakdown below this level could see the prices testing the next levels of $1360 on the downside in fact. $1390 will be the key resistance level to watch out for, and if this level is broken with good volumes, then we can expect the commodity prices to test the key psychological resistance level of $1400.
Okay.
RSI is currently hovering around the 58.79 levels ahead of the COMEX trading session. So probably this RSI reading indicates that probably there is much more upside which can be expected in the gold prices in today's trading.
Okay. So a lot of market analysts are expecting that the gold will touch 1600 levels by the end of March. So what's your comment on that?
Yeah, basically we will be seeing some volume build up happening, especially after the New Year, when the trading starts after the New Year day.
Okay.
So probably we will be seeing some buying interest coming in, and because of this uncertainty that is surrounding the Eurozone area, probably that will be acting as a very good supporting factor for bullions.
Okay.
And any dips to the key support will be acting as a very good opportunity to enter into long position again. So we will be seeing some hot money supply coming into the commodities, and that will be definitely benefiting bullion complex as a whole.
It's a nice information. And so what about the silver?
Yeah. Silver witnessed good buying interest coming in as a commodity broke above the key resistance level of $29.28 with a trendline breakout. So that is a very strong breakout which we saw today. $30.24 will be a very key resistance level to watch out for intraday traders during the COMEX trading session. A successful breakdown below this key support level of $29 will see the prices testing the trendline support level of $28.45. RSI is currently hovering around the 62.28 levels ahead of the COMEX trading session, so we might see some buying taking up ahead of the key data releases today.
Okay. So in the market we have seen around 75% return for the silver last year.
Yeah.
So do you think that any corrections is nearing to the silver?
Probably what we believe is that whatever the correction that was due in the market is over, because normally we see a correction before during the month of December, and we didn't see that much correction that is coming into the market. So probably the market will not be correcting to a very low level or something like that. We will be seeing good buying coming at the key support levels, and that has been the trend that is continuing. Probably it will be continuing because of the European uncertainty which we discussed in the case of gold. So that will be actually acting as a very good supporting factor for the silver prices also.
So we can find a new high in the next year.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, fine. So coming to the crude, what is the trend that is shaping up in the crude market?
Crude witnessed good buying interest coming in during the Asian trading session as the prices witnessed technical breakout above the key resistance level of $88. $89.50 will be acting as a key resistance level to watch out for during a NYMEX trading session. A successful breakout above this level could see the prices testing the key resistance level of $93 on the upside. A successful breakdown below the key support level of $87 will see the prices testing the daily moving average support level of $86. So $86 is a very crucial support level to watch out for. RSI is currently hovering around the overbought territories of 59.76 level ahead of the NYMEX trading session, which indicates further upside can be there in the market.
Okay. So what about natural gas? Are we seeing any good volume build-up happening in the natural gas?
Yeah. Natural gas prices are hovering around the key support level of $4.12 ahead of the NYMEX trading session. In case of a correction, one could see the prices testing the $4 levels on the downside. $4.23 will be acting as a very good resistance level for intraday trading. A successful breakout above this level could see the prices retesting the $4.54 levels on the upside. RSI is currently hovering around the oversold territories of 44.18 levels ahead of the NYMEX trading session. Mainly, market will be keenly watching the inventory data list that is expected to come on Thursday. So we will be getting the expectation numbers on Wednesday, and that will be deciding the trend in natural gas prices.
Fine. So what's your comment on the copper price?
Yeah. Copper witnessed buying interest building up ahead from the key support level of $420 during yesterday's trading session, and that happened with very good volumes also in COMEX. The downside might be limited for the commodity prices as a technical chart indicates a possibility of bullish continuation pattern emerging if prices breaks above the key resistance level of $429.65 on the upside. This we discussed yesterday also, the possibility of a bullish continuation pattern that is coming into the technical charts. $433 will be the upside resistance level to watch out for in case of a successful breakout. $421 will continue to act as a very good intraday supporter for the commodity prices. RSI is currently hovering around the onward territories of 71.10 levels ahead of the COMEX trading session. So probably we might see some correction coming into the copper prices in a couple of days' time.
Okay, fine. Okay. Thank you, Navdi, for your quick update. Thanks, viewers. So keep watching this section for more updates on the financial markets tomorrow. Till then, this is Joy, and with me, Navdi. Say goodbye from Live Tips Research Market Limited.